Hey everybody, welcome to the Real United States. And welcome back to our series on the liberators of the Americas, the statues of the liberators here on Virginia Avenue. And we are here at one of the most important of those statues. This equestrian statue is Bernardo de Gálvez. Now, Gálvez was a military commander and political leader from the nation of Spain. He was the colonial and interim governor of Louisiana. But he was a military commander during our war for independence. And in fact, helped a great deal in lending military support to the colonies during our fight for independence. He was instrumental. He was the guy at the siege of Pensacola, which he was ultimately triumphant in, recapturing Florida for Spain. He was also instrumental in making sure that we were able to bring goods in through the Gulf of Mexico, in through Louisiana. A great help, and took a lot of pressure off of the colonial troops from the British. So this is why Gálvez is so incredibly important. Now, we think a lot about the help that we've got. And in fact, if you saw our episode from Lafayette Park, there are numerous generals there from the nations of France, obviously, Lafayette himself, Poland, Germany, all of whom helped us in our fight for independence. We often don't hear about or study about the Spanish giving us aid and military assistance in our war for independence. So it's so lovely that there is this roughly acre and a half or so park here on Virginia Avenue for Gálvez. Now I want to take you around to the other side, and I want to show you the inscription on this base because it's important. So here on the other side, and I'm sorry that the lighting isn't perfect, but this inscription on the granite base under the equestrian statue of Bernardo de Gálvez, it says right here, excerpts of a speech given on this location on June 3rd, 1976, by His Majesty Don Juan Carlos I, the King of Spain. And that's why I thought that this was so important. This was a gift from the nation of Spain, and it says, Bernardo de Gálvez, the great Spanish soldier, carried out a courageous campaign in lands bordering the lower Mississippi. This masterpiece of military strategy lightened the pressure of the English in the war against the American settlers who were fighting for their independence. And this is the important part, folks. May the statue of Bernardo de Gálvez serve as a reminder that Spain offered the blood of their soldiers for the cause of American independence. And I think that that's something that many of us don't often think about. And yes, people came across the sea from Spain for a war which, you know, arguably they may not have had any stakes in to offer their help. Although, yes, there were stakes for them because they were recapturing Florida. But they came and they assisted and they fought and they died to aid us in our independence. And so thank you to the nation of Spain for that. We haven't forgotten. And thank you for this lovely, lovely monument of Bernardo de Gálvez and the important role that he played in our war for independence. Thank you to King Carlos I. And I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope that that was something that maybe you didn't know about, you found interesting. And I hope you're enjoying this series on the statues of the liberators here in Washington, D.C. If you got questions or comments, hey, leave them in the comments section below. I love hearing from all of you. I try to get back to everybody I can. If you're new here, hey, pick subscribe. Come along for the adventure. We got lots more to show you. And as always, thank you for watching.